Good evening, everyone, and welcome to our third program of the series, Wonder as We Wander in Our World. In this time of great challenge in our country, in our world, on our planet, it becomes ever more important that we not lose sight of the wonder within the circle of life here on this beautiful yet wounded world. This sense of wonder has the potential to feed our souls and hold us within the embrace of the divine. As we experience the handiwork of the Creator through beauty and mystery of Mother Earth, let us stand in wonder and awe and translate these mysteries into positive action for the care of our earth in these times of uncertainty. Tonight's program will focus on the wonder of water, lakes, rivers, oceans.
We recognize and acknowledge Pennsylvania as being the land of the Iril-Huanan, Haudenosaunee, Lenni Lenape, Shawnee, Susquehannock, and Tuscarora nations, and the Honeasant, Saluda, Saponi, Tutelo, and Wenro-Ronin tribes. We pay respect to the native peoples of Pennsylvania, past, present, and future, and their continuing presence in their homeland and throughout their diasporas. Please take a moment to use this resource to learn about the indigenous people of the land that you live on.
Wonder begins in the senses, comes alive in the imagination, and flourishes in the adoration of the divine. It arises from our natural curiosity about the great adventure of life. It increases our capacity to be a bold interspace tripper and an avid explorer of our physical world. There is no end to the things that can awaken our wonder, from the majesty of the night sky to the smell of lilacs in the spring to the turning of the leaves in the fall. And it's all right here, a feast of epiphanies and astonishments in the daily round of our lives. The first step in this spiritual practice is to rejoice in the play of our senses: smell, touch, taste, hear, see. Slow down and tune into the varied world of this and that. You'll never get anywhere with this practice by rushing. Indifference, that listless, blasé, and detached feeling, is the contrast to wonder. We can never be astonished or awestruck when we are either overwhelmed or underwhelmed. Feeling the first, we don't notice the subtle blessings in our surroundings. We don't take the time to stop and smell the roses. Feeling underwhelmed, we couldn't care less. So what becomes our response instead of, aha. Wonder is an antidote to both conditions. The spiritual practice spices up our lives with a constant parade of new delights. Most glorious of all, it enhances sensuousness, that elixir that forever keeps us young in spirit. We'd like to start with this prayer. Praise and gratitude to the sacred waters of the world, to the oceans, the mother of life, the womb of the plant life that freshens our air with oxygen, the brew that is stirred by sunlight and the moon's gravity into the great currents and tides that move across earth, circulating the means of life, bringing warmth to the frozen Arctic and cool, fresh winds to the tropics.
We give thanks for the blessed clouds and the rain that brings the gift of life to the land, that eases the thirst of roots, that grows the trees and sustains life even in the dry desert. We give thanks for the springs that bring life-giving water up from the ground, for the small streams and creeks, for the mighty rivers.
We praise the beauty of water, the sparkle of the sunlight on a blue lake, the shimmer of moonlight on the ocean's waves, the white spray of the waterfall.
We take delight in the sweet singing of the dancing stream and the roar of the river in the flood.
We ask help to know within ourselves all the powers of water, to wear down and to build up, to ebb and to flow, to nurture and to destroy, to merge and to separate.
We know that water has great powers of healing and cleansing, and we also know that water is vulnerable to contamination and pollution.
We ask help in our work as healers, in our efforts to ensure that the waters of the world run clean and run free. that all the earth's children have the water they need to sustain abundance of life.
Blessed be the water.
I close my eyes and listen to the voices of the rain. The reflecting surface of the pool is textured with their signatures, each one different in pace and resonance. Every drip, it seems, is changed by its relationship with life, whether it encounters moss or maple, or fir bark or my hair. And we think of it as simply rain, as if it were one thing, as if we understood it. I think that moss knows rain better than we do, and so do maples. Maybe there's no such thing as rain. There are only raindrops, each with its own story. And now we would like to do a prayer and response and ask that you read the bold print with us. And this is In Praise of Water by John O'Donohue. Let us bless the grace of water, the imagination of the primeval ocean, where the first forms of life stirred and emerged to dress the vacant earth with warm quilts of color. And we say together, let us
Let us
bless
bless
the
the
waters of
waters
earth.
of earth. The courage of a river to continue belief in the slow fall of ground, always falling farther toward the unseen ocean. And we say, let
Let
us
us
bless
bless
the
the
waters
waters of
of
earth.
earth.
Tides stirred by the eros of the moon draw from that permanent restlessness perfect waves that languidly rise and pleat in gradual forms of aquamarine, to offer every last tear of delight at the altar of stillness inland. And we say, let
Let
us
us
bless
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 the
the
waters.
waters
waters
of
of
earth. Water, vehicle and idiom of all the inner voyaging that keeps us alive. And we say, let us
Let us
bless
bless
the
the
waters
waters of
of
earth.
earth.
This river is the lifeblood of the land. This river has a heartbeat and a pulse as it winds and rolls, as it churns and flows, a mirror of our souls. It is the story of a people. This river is a measure of our love for ourselves and for each other. And I love this river. This river sings to us of future and past. past. This river doesn't only flow for us, and I love this river, this river. So dam the dams and free the hindered flow. Let the silver swimmers have their road. 100,000 years is nothing to a river, but a river is everything to life. This river holds the wonders and the magic of the world. This river sings the laughter of God, and I love this river, and I love this river.
And now we'd like to share this poem with you called Where Many Rivers Meet by David White. All the water below me came from above. All the clouds living in the mountains gave it to the rivers, who gave it to the sea, which was their dying.
And so I float on a cloud, become water. Central sea surrounded by white mountains. The water salt, once fresh, cloud fall and stream rush, tree root and tide bank, leading to the river's mouths.
And the mouths of the rivers sing into the sea. The stories buried in the mountains give out into the sea. And the sea remembers and sings back from the depths where nothing is forgotten.
The Japanese tea master Senno Rikyu built a tea house on the side of a hill overlooking the sea. 3 guests were invited to the inaugural tea ceremony. Hearing about the beautiful site, they expected to find a structure that took advantage of the wonderful view. After arriving at the garden gate, they were perplexed to discover a grove of trees had been planted that obstructed the panorama. Before entering the tea house, the guests followed the traditional custom of purifying their hands and mouths at the stone basin near the entry. Stooping to draw water with a bamboo ladle, they noticed an opening in the trees that provided a vision of the sparkling sea. In that humble position, they awakened to the relationship between the cool liquid in the ladle and the ocean in the distance, between their individuality and the ocean of life. Each of us has a well of wisdom from which to drink. Each of us has an individual source that waits for us to discover it and draw from it in order to fill our thirsting spirits. This does not mean we are to disregard the wisdom contained in the well of others. Rather, it is an encouragement to trust our own resources, to believe that what is held within our own well is also of immense value and worth. Too often, we're led to believe that the wisdom of someone else's well is better than ours. We can so easily treasure their wisdom and discount the marvelous source of spiritual and intellectual nourishment within ourselves. Our wisdom is often hidden in a very deep source. Reflection and silence are essential in order to find it. We are continually called to go within to discover this precious jewel. Let us pause as I lead you to your inner well of wisdom. Close your eyes. Breathe deeply 3 times, and each time let your breath out as slowly as possible. Relax your body. Ease your mind. Let your emotions be still. Sink into a quiet place and let yourself be at peace. Imagine now that you are looking through a window into your innermost being. There is a well within you. Go to find this well. Take your time. You will find it. This well might be a small flowing stream or a quiet pool or a bubbling mountain creek or a hidden spring. Or it may be a deep well, such as one finds on a farm or a ranch. Be quiet now as you search for your well. When you find your well, sit down beside it. Now take a look at your well's location. Is it near a well-kept garden, in an open field, hidden deep in a forest, in a desert? Is there anything else around your well? A stone, a tree, or a tree branch, a person, an animal? Dip into your well and taste the water. Make a cup of your hand and lift the water to your mouth. Feel it flowing through you, refreshing and renewing you. Let the power of this water be grace for your thirsting soul as it fills your entire being. Sit for a moment and enjoy the water within your well. And as you can, slowly return to this time and place. And as we usually do during our programs, we have a little small group meeting and sharing time. And our question to ponder tonight, our questions are, after reflecting on the guided meditation experience, what is in your well? What does water say to your heart about the wonders of life? And how might that wonder inspire you to further your environmental work?
And so we welcome everyone back from your small group sharing. And at this time, I invite anyone who'd like to share with those in the other groups anything that might have touched your heart, your own sharing, or maybe something you've heard that touched your heart. Whether you address the questions that we suggested or if something else touched your heart about wonder. I cannot see everyone, so if you would like to share, just please feel free to unmute yourself and share.
Well, first of all, I was saying how therapeutic water is. And I was surprised when we were considering what well did we go to? Did we go to a lake? Did we go to an ocean, a stream? And I found myself at a bubbling spring, and I was surprised at that. But then, as I examined it a little further, I realized that the bubbling of the spring is almost like a singing that coming up from the earth, and the calm of it, it's almost mesmerizing too as you sit and listen to that. And the meditation did so much to really cool me down and calm me down after a busy day today. And I thought about when I was a principal, I used to do that breathing. Breathing is so important. I used to do that breathing exercise before there's infamous PTA meetings, and the parents would be getting off the Beltway in Washington, so they were like grinding their teeth. And I would do that breathing exercise with them. At first they thought I was crazy, but I would do that with them, and it changed completely the tenor of the meeting from then on. So yes, that between the breathing and the song of the bubbling brook or the bubbling stream, it was gift tonight.
Thank you for that sharing. Anyone else? Anything to share?
I just want to thank whoever put all this together for the wonderful words, images, poems, pictures, and bringing forth our Indigenous family members. The one line was, you call these natural resources, and we call them, what did they say, family members or something like that?
Yes, we call them relatives.
Relatives, yeah. But I mean, I just got the sense of the closeness, the interconnection, the belief that we are all one. And that song from Jan, I just love that, In the Name of All That Is. I have that CD and play it all the time in a car. So it's a reminder for me to be, I'm thinking, the whole thing about nonviolence, nonviolence to myself and then also to the earth and just water. I have this thing here, I'm drinking water, and I said, I just take that for granted. That's not fair to the water. It's not fair to the gifts in the universe, just to be so careful and respectful for all of these gifts that surround us. Unbelievable. So thank you.
Thank you, Maria. One of the things that touched my heart is the whole idea of wonder and how, in our world that's so divisive and sometimes so cruel, that I think what we're lacking is wonder. I wish I could take all of the people that are fighting and arguing and divisive, and let's just go outside and wonder and just be. And I think it's crucial for everyone, but I think it's crucial for children also to be raised in wonder. And maybe that's what changes our world. That sense of wonder, because when one wonders, one cares and one falls in love, and we care for what we love. And sometimes I would just love to gather all of these politicians and let's just stand in wonder. And it has to touch your heart.
Yeah.
Anyone else?
And children find wonder so easily. Little things like little hop toads or worms or anything they can, sometimes things that frighten them like spiders, but it's just fun to watch that happen And I wanted to thank Jean for mentioning the therapeuticness of water, because I think that's something else we take for granted, but moving in the water can feel really good too.
Thank you, Gail. Anyone else?
If you don't mind my adding one more thing, Donna, you triggered it too. That sense of wonder. And we can't take for granted that just this small gathering tonight and our sense of wonder at nature and its beauty. As we started, and they were the slides were showing, the earth, that beautiful blue marble in space. I had windows right here, and the sun was setting, and the sky was incredible with this different colors and the wonder. And so I think if we can tonight be intentional about sending that spirit or that energy that we feel of wonder and calm that was part of this gathering tonight out, be intentional about sending it out to our beautiful yet wounded world. It goes somewhere. It does. We have to trust that it does. So I just wanted to add that, and I don't want it to be lost.
Thank you, Jean. And then let us move to our final reflection and then our closing song.
From my mother came the idea that going down to the sea repaired the spirit. That is where she walked when she was sad or worried or lonely for my father. If she'd been crying, she came back composed. If she had left angry with us, she returned in good humor. So we naturally believed that there was a cleansing, purifying effect to be had. That letting the fresh wind blow through your mind and spirits, as well as your hair and clothing, purged black thoughts. That contemplating the ceaseless motion of the waves calmed a raging spirit.
And so we began our prayer with Jan's song of we come, with the birds, with the mountains, with the trees, with everything. And we close our song with a delightful song. If you have to smile in your heart and in your face when you hear Bob Schneider and his Rainbow Kids sing Listen to the Water. It's a lively song, and what a wonderful way to celebrate wonder. Celebrate water, wonder, and everything else.
And the amazing computer man, Peter Chavez. Woo! Now everyone, can you put your hands up like this? And everyone go like this. Go like this, and over here. Spin it around, and go like that. One time over here, and over there. Spin it around, and go like that. Now this is a song called Listen to the Water. Let's all practice it out here. It goes like this. Listen to the water, listen to the water, rolling down the, that's it, do it, listen, that's good, that's nice, rolling down, I think you all got it. Now in this song we're going to sing about birds, let me see some birds out there, oh that's nice, and we're going to sing about fish, let me see fish, oh fish. Okay, we're going to sing this song, Listen to the Water. I want everyone to do the actions, and all you guys out there, let's do it together. This is Listen to the Water, and let's have some fun. And waterside. Saw some flowers by the water. Everyone hold your flower up. Get it up over your head, up real high. Now give it a big smell. All by the waterside. All by the waterside. Listen to the water, listen to the water rolling down the river. Listen to the water, listen to the water rolling down the river. And listen to the water. Sing it out.
Rolling down the river.
That's it.
Listen to the water. Listen to the water.
We're gonna go that way first. Everybody. Shut to the water. Shut to the water. We're gonna roll down the river. Shut to the water. Shut to the water. We're gonna roll down the river. Shut to the water. Shut to the water. We're gonna really rock and roll down the river. Shut to the water. Shut to the water. We're gonna roll down. That's it. Keep it rolling, 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 baby, rolling, rolling down the river. Oh my goodness. We're gonna rock and roll on down that crazy old river side. Hands up, everybody.
So here we have some special thanks, and want to check in with Tyler from PA IPL and see if she has any announcements before we wrap up this evening.
Yes, thank you, George. Hi, everybody. Thank you so much for being here tonight and for all your participation and your wonderful reflections. This really made my night. I just have two things to announce for you guys. The first is our annual convening. So, PAPL is having our 2025 annual convening titled Love Your Neighbor, Love Your World, with special guest Valerie Carr on Sunday, October 26th from 1 to 6 p.m. Together, we're exploring how radical love activates our imaginations to care for people and the planet. So, y'all are all invited to join our annual convening. It will be one session for the whole afternoon, again on October 26th. And I am dropping the link in the chat for you to go check out the check it out. It's on a sliding scale to purchase a ticket. And secondly, just wanted to announce a little bit about our fossil fuel campaign. So PAIPL is writing a report on faith and fossil fuels to bring the perspective of communities and individuals of faith and conscience in Pennsylvania into the larger conversation about fossil fuels by exploring how we can build a faithful ethic of stewardship for the earth in response to the impacts of polluting industry in Pennsylvania. Whether you live with asthma, live near a gas well, or have experienced pollution or climate change in the landscape that you live in and love, we want to hear from you. So you can learn more and complete the survey at this link on our website. That's all I have for tonight, so I'll pass it back to Donna and George. But again, thank you all for being here.
George?
So we thank you all again for attending this evening, and in about 3 months, we'll do the fourth installment in our Wonder as We Wander in Our World, and hope that you'll be looking for that, and will join us when we do that. And I
The
believe,
date on that will be,
yeah,
George, the date on that is December the 17th.
that's correct.
Okay.
And it has to do with wonder as we wander in our world, horizons, the sun, moon, earth, and sky. So we hope you'll join us. Thank you again, and have a wonderful evening.
Thank you, everyone.
Thank you.